Hi Scorpio, I'm doing another video because I did one last night and it was really hard to get into. And so I figured I'd do another one just to see what else comes up. What other Scorpio energy I can get into. So here we are. Your masculine energy for this one is the guide. Light attributes represent the nature of the divine in life and in yourself. And the shadow is places financial gain and control over imparting spiritual insight. That's your yang and your masculine energy, your outside energies, your manifested energies. Now the yin energy is the poet. This is really nice. Light attribute expresses soul insights in symbolic language. Shadow attributes turns a lyric gift to negative or destructive effect. Okay. All right, so it very much feels like our feminine energy, our creation energy, the soft and nurturing energy wants to heal. It's in the process of alchemizing some pain. And if you think about it, that's what poets do, is they take the pain and they write about it in a beautiful way, in a symbolic way, I should say. And so something inside of you wants to be expressed. And the reason why it wants to be expressed is because your masculine energy knows that you have a purpose, that whatever you have to say, whatever you've gone through, whatever your experiences in life have taken you to, the way that you're able to express them are going to be a guide or inspirational to other people. Now, if you do it from a place of, I'm just going to write about all this pain and F this, F that, that's not going to have the kind of support and energy that's going to take you much further than if you're just doing it for the money, if you're just doing it for, control about how other people see you, or you have something to prove, that kind of thing. That's going to be tough for you to master that gift that you've been given. A poet is really just a beautiful energy of being able to turn what hurt into something. It's like bringing a dead flower back to life. That's the power of the poet. And that kind of strong poetry, I mean, if you look at a lot of the poets, especially look at poetry that inspires you, very spiritual poetry out there, it really is a guide to other people, like Maya Angelou, for example. Like her work guides so many people, and it's inspirational. It gives ideas to many people to expand and become better. That's because it comes from a place inside that wants to alchemize that pain and to look at all the positives, or look at it look at how I can look at it this way to make my tribulations into positive lessons in life. Now, that's the thing. You're going through a point in here where you need to discern, is this because, am I really just writing the pain, or am I really alchemizing the pain into some beautiful poetry? And that's the mask in you. That's the shadow and the light side of you. It's almost like you're needing to stop and take a moment to discern what in you really wants this is really guiding you to be creating whatever it is that you're creating. So especially if you're a writer, why am I telling this story? What's the message? Am I writing it because, I want validation, or I want revenge, or I want, attention? Or am I writing it because I went through this thing and it taught me so much that I want to offer that lesson, and it might help somebody out there, that kind of thing. This could also be, anything, if you have a really passionate business going on, are you doing the business, or are you making choices? Because the next card here is the King, so you definitely have control over this. This is the King energy, is you have control over whatever it is that you're creating here, whatever it is that you're doing. You're meant to have this kingdom, whatever it is, this project, or this could be a relationship, this could be anything. It depends on, A lot of you have different things going in life. This could actually be manifesting in your reality right now in three different aspects. This could be family, this could be work, and this could be relationship, or this could be friendship, this could be a creative project, and this could be your living situation. It could be so many things. But whatever it is that you're meant to go inside and figure out right now, how to balance out this part of you. Which part? What are you doing? What are you doing it for? Because your ego needs rebellion, or because you want to turn your ego into a much like a king who makes decisions to go to war or to bring the peace to the kingdom without having to go to war, is what I meant. And it very much feels like you're battling. I mean, imagine a king who acts into out of impulses, out of like your raw animal instincts. It's like a primal. It's like as soon as something happens, you don't even think about it. You just go straight up into instincts, into like first response, that kind of thing, instead of processing it first and going effortlessly into whatever decision it is that you're meant to be growing from. So you're really battling out like this mask of yours. It's almost like you've been acting. You see how this is mostly dark? You've been acting mostly into your primal energies from your ego, from your shadow energies, and you're being asked now, look at the colors in this one, you're being asked now to really do the work and to, if you make these decisions out of healing, you can create your kingdom, and you'll do it, and it's going to really propel you into financial security. This is like financial security, finding your group of people that are, reliable and loving and friendly and honorable. The king has everything, and the kingdom. It's just who do you want around you is going to depend on the choices that you're making now. So, first card here, the blade. So this is basically as simple as it is, cutting things off. And this very much feels like on the inside. You don't really have to cut things off on the outside first. Cut things off on the inside. You see how the mask is cut like right in the middle? This is within you. Perhaps cut some of these instincts off of you so that you can have better discernment, so you can take the time to think about things while you still have time to, you have plenty of time to make that decision. That's what I'm saying here is the standstill card. It's telling me that right now you're in a period, or you're going to enter a period where you're going to have enough time, or you're suggested to take a pause before you make a decision, before something happens, before you make a giant leap forward. Take a pause to really think about it, because you want to make your decisions from this place of flow. You don't have to force anything. You don't have to act out of impulse. You don't have to fall into whatever traps you might not be seeing, because if you stand still and you get into flow, things are going to move around you, and it's how you respond to them that is going to be either you're swimming against the current, or you're just letting it take you, and that's a lot more effortless to navigate when you're not fighting against everything, when you're not acting out of impulses because you think you're drowning, but meanwhile, if you just float, the river can take you, and it's a lot easier to get to your destination. Your destination, rainbow. This is the card of just like, what's the word? Miracles. Like, you didn't think you deserve this. You didn't think you could have this, but you can. And if this is your kingdom, you're going to be the king of your kingdom. But it comes with a lot of integrity. It comes with, first you have to learn how to navigate yourself and your decisions, to then, when you're creating this, you're going to be a guide for others. And all of this really has to do with your emotion. Again, fire, this is your passions. This is a lot of you can be working on dreams, and whether your dream has been to have a career, or to have certain amount of friends, or the good kind of friends, or a relationship that's really passionate. But this is also, the card of acting out of impulse. You're just in the moment, you just feel this thing come up, and yeah, and you act on it. And the shadow side of this is you get burned, of course. So wherever you're going with this, whatever you're doing, you're meant to be creating some really passionate, beautiful, all around great energy, great projects, great relationships, great dreams. But first, it's asking you pause before you make some decisions and cut out the parts of you that are really not helping you. You know, if you feel like you've been in a rut and you've been your whole life recycling the same experiences and you're not really where you want to be in life, take a pause before you make these decisions and really discern from where it is that you are creating these results. Because if you keep creating these results out of impulses, animalistic impulses, you're going to be a king by himself, by herself. This could be a woman or a man. Going through the same cycles. Like you're gonna feel like you have something to offer, but no one's really paying attention to it. No one's really feeling you as a guide to their lives, as a mentor. So I hope this helped. I hope this is a little bit more than the last video. Good luck, Scorpio, and I'll see you next time.